Hey everyone, Steven here from Trace Evidence, and yes, I'm doing something that's very out of the ordinary for me by making this video, but after the last week, I thought it was important to do so. Over the course of the last few days, I've been completely sickened by some of the comments and behaviors of others in the true crime community. I don't see how anyone, anywhere, can honestly claim to care about victims and justice while simultaneously praising the murder of someone whose views they disagreed with. I was not a follower of Charlie Kirk. I've seen clips of his events online from time to time like everybody else. But for the most part, I try to steer my socials away from politics entirely. I deal with enough misery doing this podcast. I don't need any extra help. However, it's been impossible to avoid politics these last few days, and a lot of what I've seen from people I consider colleagues, who I previously respected, has been atrocious. Many of them make the post publicly, with no shame or hesitation, while others post where they believe they are safe, in private groups and chats, and for some of them, this is hardly the beginning. I've been keeping receipts for more than 7 years on many members of this community who have chosen to focus their anger, envy, and desire for control of this space onto others who dare to disagree with them or who simply have a more popular podcast. I've seen good people run out of this community, harassed, threatened, and even encouraged to harm themselves by other podcasters. Some of these hideous behaviors have undoubtedly been carried out by people whose podcasts you might be listening to. Now, I'm not here to tell anyone they must mourn someone they view as an enemy, nor would I ever do the same. But I also wouldn't be celebrating it. Many people I've disagreed with have passed away over the course of my life, and I've never once made a post joking about it or made snide comments trying to justify the cancer that ate away at their bones or the car accident that took them too young. So why am I seeing prominent people in this community doing just that? Why would anyone believe in the value or virtue of a true crime podcast when they know that the host or the writer or producer support murder? They support the murder of anyone they disagree with, it seems, and that's supposed to be acceptable? Demand better. Do not allow people to lecture you about ethics in true crime while simultaneously defending violence and calls for murder. It's sad that any of this has to be said, but I would encourage you to look at the people you have in your head talking for hours a day. Look at what they support. Look at who they believe in. Look at what they celebrate. And if your favorite true crime podcaster hasn't said anything, trust me, it's safe to assume that they either directly feel exactly the same as these sick people, or they're too cowardly to speak up. There are big names in this field who know exactly what and who I am talking about, but they won't say a word. I used to believe they were good people, cowed into silence, afraid of the backlash, but no more. If you can't say that you don't support murder, if you can't say that murder is wrong, then you're already fucking lost, and I don't want a damn thing to do with you. I don't know what the hell has happened to this community, but I am very ashamed to be a part of it today. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. Disagree with me. Tell me you disagree. But if your disagreement includes a justification for the cold-blooded murder of a 31-year-old man in front of his wife and child, save us both the time and just unfollow me and go look in the fucking mirror.